They said he was crazy, but God had a plan that would bring an entire town to its knees. It all started on a regular Sunday morning. The poorest man in the congregation, a man whose clothes were patched and worn, stood up during the service. "Pastor," he announced, his voice steady, "God told me to donate a truck of sand for the new church building." A hush fell over the room. The pastor, looking at the man's tattered shirt, replied gently, "Brother, a truck of sand costs nearly $1,000. Even our wealthiest members haven't given so much. Perhaps a few bricks would be more manageable?" But the man just smiled, his eyes shining. "God asked for a truck," he said, "and a truck I will give." The very next morning, he walked into the biggest construction supply store in town. His hands were calloused from hard labor, but his spirit was unshakable. "I'd like to buy a truckload of sand," he told the clerk, "and I'll need to pay in 12 installments." The workers behind the counter snickered. "Pay with what? Prayers?" One of them scoffed. The man didn't even flinch. "Yes," he replied calmly, "with faith and with whatever God provides. Now may I please speak to the owner?" The clerks laughed even louder. "The owner doesn't have time for people like you," they said. Ignoring them, the man walked straight up the stairs and opened the owner's office door. "Sir," he said, "I want to buy a truck of sand and pay for it in 12 installments. I don't have a credit card, but I have my faith." The owner froze, his face paling. Suddenly, his eyes filled with tears, and he collapsed to his knees, sobbing uncontrollably. "Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord," he cried out. Everyone in the store rushed upstairs, confused. They found their boss on the floor, weeping at the feet of this poor, humble man. "What happened?" they all asked, bewildered. Still shaking, the owner pointed a trembling finger at a handwritten note on his desk. The note read, "God, if you are real, send a man, about 40 years old, to my office today, asking to buy a truck of sand in 12 installments. If this happens, I will know you are still with me, and I will donate every single material needed to build your house." The room fell into a stunned silence. The poor man started to cry, realizing he was part of something bigger than he could have ever imagined. The owner whispered, his voice thick with emotion, "I was about to give up on everything, but God answered my prayer through you." That following Sunday, parked in front of the half-built church were not one, but multiple trucks filled with sand, cement, bricks, and everything else they needed, all donated by that same store. And sitting in the front pew for the very first time was every single employee from that store, worshipping with tears in their eyes.